What's up? I'm back to doing normal videos, I guess, or somewhat normal videos. And I've decided to put like decoding style breakdowns, longer videos, music videos on another channel. I'm just gonna link that. And I'm gonna cover like base level media, you know, other types of crap on this channel, just day-to-day shit. Try to keep up with the manipulations as they occur, and if something is of relevance that is decoding, I'll probably will do it on here and put it on my other channel as well. But yeah, follow that one if you like the breakdowns of the movies and the symbolism. But I'm gonna keep most of that off of this channel. I wasn't going to upload a video about white plane surveillance, but it's kind of odd that ever since I started putting videos up, particularly when my account was suspended. It said I had a severe violation infraction. I messaged them a couple times. I ended up getting the account back, or the appeal, but my thumbnails took a while to load. I don't really know anything about the YouTube or basically any social network process. Never had been banned or had anything restricted like that before. But right around that time that was restricted and my account was offline, I remember having to like validate it or do something to be able to get back on the account. And it was like right after that, I'm not kidding. It could have just been because I was like shaded out, but right after that, it seemed like I was under white plane surveillance. And I've seen this occur before, and I know that there's student flyers and they use landmarks and crap like that, but I just, I don't know, I was under the impression that I was getting monitored like as soon as that happened, because I go to work very early in the morning, and then out of nowhere, when I was doing one of my jobs, I had noticed that there was like a plane over my overhead, white, and it just was like cutting the engine and doing like loops around me. And just as fast as it like showed up after it did a couple passes with the engine off, it just like went away. And you know, they could have just been using where I was as a landmark to do like a maneuver and then go out. But it was happening so much that it forced me to kind of want to buy an iPod and get my other camcorder underway, get all the supplies so I could like record anomalies that were going on as I began to put out information online, because it definitely did start noticing some stuff, and notice the chemtrail bullshit again as I started to awaken to the world around me again. This right here is a video that I compiled, but I felt it was the easiest way to just screen capture the video and pause it at certain points. But this is basically two little clips from my iPod of that gray shadow streak. It's odd really seeing it in person. The video doesn't do it justice. It didn't look like a cloud, and it didn't look like a shadow. It just looked like this like a opaque band in the sky. It's really weird. There was nothing like making a shadow, but yet this thing appeared. The iPod camera is pretty good. I like the zoom in feature, but sometimes it focuses on the wrong shit. And like I say a bunch of times in these videos, like I'm at work. I really don't even want to be filming, so sometimes I just do these shit quick. Jordan and Rains had mentioned something about the rippling in the sky, and there's so many anomalies that go with these chemtrails. It's just ridiculous keeping up with it. I've been alive for 30 years and I've just seen a metamorphosis of the sky. Uh, there's just new shit all the time. I mean, this would happen all the time, and I just started deciding to film it when it occurred because it was getting to the point where it's just like ridiculous. These white planes would come out of nowhere, do a like few passes with the engine off, and then fly away in the same direction that they came in. And this has been happening since July, since like August basically. Maybe I opened my awareness to the skies and I just didn't notice that many planes, but it's definitely very odd that it seems to be on my position, and they come like they could use any location where I am as a marker for student flyers, because apparently student flyers fly in this area, but I just find it bullshit. It's just they fly in this area and they specifically landmark me and do maneuvers around my head and go fly over my parents' house. It's crazy shit, you know. See it? It's always directly like over me. They cut the engine like over me. And they do passes.
Full throttle, I want to see you go do a turn.
So this is like a collection of days that I decided to film it. I think there's 4 separate days here. But there were over 10 other occasions before this. I decided to get the filming. This was literally directly over my person, with the engine cut. There was a lot of conversation going on, but so the volume's kind of minimal. And like I said, I'm at work, so like, what am I supposed to be filming the sky? No, I'm supposed to be working. We have a student flyer that is on our staff, so my coworkers, like, they'll agree that, oh wow, it's definitely, they'll think that it's our coworker flying my workplace, because
I thought I was just recording, but I guess I wasn't. He was doing like loop-the-loops.
they think it's him because he's a student flyer, and they're like, oh, it's definitely him. But then once they text and find out that it's not, it's like quickly dismissed. Oh, it's just another student. But they so awkwardly cut the engine and like crisscross and fly around and do passes around my location like pretty much every day. You'll hear a coworker say something here.
Nice.
We got a turning like right on my location, just doing turns right around my.
Dude, they do this every day.
Or you just looped around us, huh?
Dude, they do this every day.
They literally do it every day. Like, these are only a few times that I've decided to like bust out my iPod and film. Because like we're about to go in for break or we're about to go in for lunch. This, like, it just does loops around my spot. Like, you'll see it, like, now it's on the way out. Now it's going on the beeline out of here. But it does about 3 or 4 passes on my position, cuts the engine, does a few tilted turns so that like the window is facing down at the at my location or at where we're at. Does a bunch of turns like that. We'll cut the engine and then we'll fly off in the direction that it came in, like. Yeah, I started to film them monitoring me or whatever this is. I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, I think I cut the volume because there was like conversations. There's a student flyer on our staff that works part-time. So he has said, oh, don't worry about the planes, like, it's just student flyers. Sometimes they go to this area. But this is at my parents' house. Same type of shit. Cutting the engine, flying over the house. I was the only one here, no one was here. I was like mixing gas, and the plane's just flying over the house, cutting the engine, dipping. I didn't catch it. I was inside making a sandwich, and it dipped below. There was like did way more passes around the house.